Oh, hey everyone. Let's see what's going on here on YouTube Live. First time here. And gosh, I said I'd be here about 10 minutes ago, but trying to figure this out has caused 10-minute delay. So those of you who had planned to join me and are now not able to be here, um, sorry about that. Those of you who are going to be joining, hopefully here soon, we'll see what we got. Anyway, so I've been busy with the models that I've been creating. Many of you know about the uh, 3D steam traction engine that I've made in HO scale. This little guy here. I have upgraded the after examining the original traction engine prototype at Threshing Days a couple weeks ago. I've upgraded the mesh. I've taken and I've added an actual linking gear system here to the model, and the wheels now actually have an internal gear set, so that it actually interlocks with the gears, so that once you push it down on the peg, the wheel doesn't really rotate. So that's kind of neat. Also, notice little things like uh, actual uh, the actual traction engine has a 5-spoke steering wheel. It only had a 3-spoke steering wheel. Um, yes, let's zoom out till it can focus. Now has 5 spokes, and there's been some improvements to the drive system, to that kind of thing with the steam tractor. But a bunch of people have also approached me about producing the steam tractor in sizes besides HO scale. There's quite a few people doing S scale, quite a few people doing O scale. Now, I can tell you that I have to figure out pricing yet for these scales, but I do have now a successful test print here in S scale of this same steam tractor. And you notice it's even a little more advanced. It has I've upgraded the control area a little bit to look more like prototype. The firebox area is also a bit more textured to look like prototype. Um, and by the way, these models will be painted here eventually, and I'll show them off after I'm done painting them. But I'm pleased with how they're coming along. And this one has all the gears. In addition to the gears, this model has fenders to protect the gears on the rear wheels. Um, so and that's coming to HO as well here soon. I've just been busy test printing all sorts of other things. Um, so I will get back to the HO model. But I also have now O scale, much larger than that. So, and the test print is a success. I don't think the axles look, or the axles, the spokes here on the wheels look too clumsy for O scale. I think they came out all right. A lot of the detailing does seem to scale well, on up through O scale. Haven't done G scale yet, but that's a whole nother story. And judging that I can only fit 2 of these tractors on the print face of my Photon X, I'm not sure that I would have the printing capacity to do much more than that. Now, if someone's actually listening in my audience here, it looks like I've got one viewer. Can you tell me if you can hear me all right, or if I need to adjust the volume? This is my first time, so I'm not sure exactly how this works. I've always had someone on the other end managing things for me, and I do not today. And then also newly developed the service steps and platform that would go underneath the valve gear of this steam traction engine. So all those nice little things. Now, what I've also built a canopy for this steam tractor that'll be a separate part that should snap right onto it. I'll try and show that at some point as I figure out how to share screens. It's already drawn up in Blender. Nothing's printed yet. So we've talked about the traction engine. Now let's talk about the threshing machines. And we have here the original threshing machine minus its tongue here. That always breaks off when it's transported. So after some feedback, I've actually upgraded this traction machine, or the threshing machine, in several ways. I've examining photos. I've added additional pulleys. There's one on this side, and one on the other side. The chaff spout has broken off this one. I was trying to make upgrades there too, but they're not quite ready. The prints have failed so far with the chaff spout upgrades. But the intake is also now centered on the machine as opposed to being off to one side. So that's an improvement, hopefully a little bit more stereotypical. And there's no audio. John Abaticola just texted me that there's no audio on my live stream. That's curious. Let me see what's going on here. This is, let's see here. Mute. Does that do anything? Boy, I'm just using the straight up. Does that improve anything? I'm seeing a couple more bars. Oh, you can see in. Okay, great. I believe that's Charlie Herman, right? He's talking to me there. So you can see me and hear me just fine. So maybe something went haywire there on Facebook. I don't know. I wanted to simultaneously send to both places, but unfortunately did not figure out how to do that. I'm kind of learning as I'm going here. So, but yeah, so that's the threshing machine, and actually do have a couple of those ready to go, but working on that chaff spout to try and improve it so it prints a bit more reliably. And also, just finished this up and done a successful print is this windmill. It's a 28-foot tower. The radius of the windmill head or the windmill fan is 8 scale feet right now. Going to be aiming to create a 10-foot fan before I officially release it. The live chat has moved. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, I am seeing the comments as they come up. So yeah, keep making the comments. I'll read them and hopefully eventually figure out what I'm doing here. So yeah, so those are. But at any rate, it's a 28-foot tower, and with it will come a water pump to go at the base of the windmill, and I would recommend some sort of brass rod to connect from the top of the windmill to the pump, because these things were mounted in the middle of pastures where they would provide cattle with water. And then there's also this a water chute that will take it out the front of the windmill and into a tank. Now there are two tank diameters that are available. Um, One is a this is a 8 foot round uh, corrugated galvanized steel tank, and the other one is an 8 foot by 16 foot elongated corrugated steel tank. And those will be available as separate items, just because there are a variety of them. And there's also other tanks out there that may be in use as well. For example, Bernard Helen at Mini Prince has produced a livestock tank that really looks great for a certain prototype if you want to go that route. So I've decided to make that a separate item. So yeah, look on my Facebook page for the final pricing, that sort of thing. Um, Yeah, I suppose next time I'll try and make more of an announcement beforehand about going live, so that hopefully there's more people that are able to come on, um, and then just kind of a spontaneous thing like I did at this time, deciding earlier today that I'd come on. Um, but I do like the 9 o'clock time slot. Um, as in the house is a bit quieter and kids are supposedly in bed. So um, at any rate, that's all I have for now. We'll try and figure this out and make it better as we go along. Thanks for watching, and those of you that are watching it later on, I understand YouTube will make it available for a while. Thanks for watching that. All right, good night.